You know, it's been a while since we checked on Jack. Let's see how the guy's doing now that he's back out of the nursing home and making videos.
We're ready to wrap our ribs. They're at 165. We're putting the meaty side down onto the butter and sauce.
Jack, you just got out of the nursing home from what, your 4th or 5th stroke? And you're making a rack of ribs on a stick of butter. Come on, guy. Maybe this is just a one-time thing. Let's check another recipe that he's posted since he's been out.
There we go. Look how cheesy that is.
Jack, that is enough cheese to clog 3 people's arteries. What are you doing? You know what? Let's forget about what Jack is doing in the present and go to the past. A time when Jack was still getting his channel off the ground, and one of those things he thought would help him launch his channel was product reviews for as seen on TV kitchen gadgets. This is one such video. Jack's review of a product you've probably heard of, the Magic Bullet. Before we begin, as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. We just passed 500 not too long ago and are slowly inching our way towards that 1,000 mark. And every little bit helps. And I really do mean it when I say every little bit helps. The prophecy didn't say anything about it waking up this soon, and it's happening too fast. So the more people we get, the longer we can put it off for. Please.
Welcome to the show. Jack Scalfani here, and you're cooking with Jack. And this is the episode you've been waiting for. You've been asking, or should I say you've been nagging. It's the most requested product review show. It's called the Magic Bullet.
God, look at that goatee, man. Oh, should I? No.
But first, there's some things happening to the show I want to bring you up on. Number one, the show's coming out with a new channel. It's called Jack on the Go. It's still food related, okay? So you're still going to get all that yumminess, but you're going to be with me on the go.
You all have been very adamant that I check out this Jack on the Go channel. So I will do just that in the near future. I promise. From what I've heard by some of the comments that you guys have left, it is Jack in the wild, more natural Jack, something that's unscripted, not prompted like the cooking show is. So I'm definitely going to have to check that out.
I got the brand new iPod Nano, which does the video and all that. It's really cool.
God, the iPod Nano. I never had one. I didn't even know it could record video. When I check out this channel, I'm going to need to look at some of the earliest videos that he has on there to see just how bad the quality is.
Go on over there and subscribe, because if you go and subscribe to Jack on the Go channel, I'm going to be giving somebody a free thing of sauce.
I need to go subscribe. I'm doing it right now. I don't care that this video came out in 2009, Jack. If you still have a free sauce to hand out to somebody, please. I'm desperate. Some of you have posted the recipe or a mock recipe of what Jack's barbecue sauce may have tasted like. So again, that could be a very near future video. Should I tweet at Jack that I just subscribed to Jack on the Go, so maybe he'll restart the sweepstakes and I can finally get a bottle? Please, Jack?
Now, let's do it. Let's review the Magic Bullet.
Is that how you spell omelette? Huh. I guess it is. It's one of those words that you don't really see spelled out very frequently, so.
All right, before we do the omelet, let's take a quick look at the infomercial and see how they made the omelet.
Any chance of getting a real breakfast?
How about an omelet? I'll just take a couple eggs. How many you want?
Anybody that grew up with a lot of public access television probably saw these infomercials a good handful of times.
Okay, we'll just pop this on. Now watch. I'm chopping the ham and veggies, grating the cheese, and whipping the eggs, all in 3 seconds.
And that's why the Magic Bullet became, I don't have the actual statistics on it, but I'm pretty confident in saying it was probably one of the best-selling as seen on TV kitchen gadgets of that decade, even probably partially now.
What's really cool about this is this has little legs so it doesn't fall over while you're trying to put your eggs in there.
Yeah, that's really cool, Jack.
2 eggs. right? That's right. The guy wanted everything in his, remember? So we're going to do that. We're going to give him just what he asked for. 2 eggs.
I don't recall ever seeing Jack crack an egg before. Did he just punch his egg open?
2 eggs, right? That's right. The guy wanted everything in his, remember? So we're going to...
No. He cracked the first egg open with the second egg, threw the shell across the room, and then broke open the second egg with his fist by punching it.
There's your breakfast right there. So I'm going to put it on. Okay, and she did it for 2 counts of 3. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
That first set of 3 was not 3 seconds. Maybe the second one was, but you and I both know you went faster on that first one. So if he says anything about, oh, well, I did it for the recommended amount of time, no, you didn't.
And that's what she did. And that was it. So let's cook that up, and I'll bring it right back, and we'll take a look and see how it looks. You're watching the Cooking with Jack show. We'll be right back, right after this message.
Are we going to get a Jack's Sauces infomercial? I'm pretty sure I've seen enough of them by now to recite it by heart. Let's see. Hey, Jack Scalfani here to tell you about my line of sauces. It's called the best barbecue sauce you'll ever taste. There it is.
Hey, how you doing? Jack Scalfani here to tell you about my line of sauces. It's called the best barbecue sauce you'll ever taste. It's so good, we made a hot one. There it is.
Damn it. It's so good we made a hot one. There it is. Damn, I think I know the second part. If that's not great enough, if that's not great enough, something, we made the best teriyaki sauce you'll ever taste. Bam! I'm pretty sure that's the next part.
If that's not good enough, we made the best teriyaki sauce you'll ever taste. Bam!
Dang it! I was so close. What's up next? Barbecue sauce, hot sauce, teriyaki sauce, gourmet is it gourmet seasoning?
And to make it even better, we just released the best gourmet seasoning you'll ever taste.
It is. Dang it. By the time Jack is in the hospital with his next stroke from all the unhealthy stuff he continues to make, I'm going to have this infomercial memorized. I promise you guys.
Go to thebestsauces.com, 100% guarantee. We do free shipping anywhere in the United States. Go to thebestsauces.com. I'll be there waiting for you.
I wish you were there waiting for me, Jack, but you don't sell your sauces on your website anymore. I found the other day an old video of his that had a listing for the sauce that linked to a Walmart page. Unfortunately, it said it was out of stock, but it was $15 for barbecue sauce. And we're talking about he probably bottled up another open bottle of Sweet Baby Ray's, threw some more ketchup and garlic in there, and called it his own sauce. $15 in this economy?
And now, back to the Cooking with Jack show. Here's what I want to show you, okay? This isn't even done cooking inside yet. This has been hard to cook.
Well, then cook it for longer. If it's not done cooking yet and having a hard time cooking, cook it for longer. Or put it in a bigger pan, because that's very clearly a very thick omelet. And if the pan was larger, it would have more space to spread out in, you know?
I know I'm burning the bottom of this already.
Jack, you'd burn the bottom of your omelets regardless of whether or not the pan was too small.
So I'm taking it out now. But I mean, it's not even fully cooked on the inside.
Okay. And? Are you blaming the magic bullet for you not being able to cook an omelet? Is that what you're telling me? Is the magic bullet is the reason that you can't cook an omelet? By some miracle, when you put the eggs into that little gadget, it somehow changed the composition of the egg so they don't cook normally like they would for you. And the omelet isn't cooking, and it's all the magic bullet's fault. Not yours, because you don't know apparently how to cook a basic omelet, but this little piece of plastic and metal, its fault. Oh, Jack.
Doesn't cook well. So I'm going to roll this out. I guarantee we've already burnt the outside. And look, it's runny on the inside and burnt on the outside. Look at that.
That is not burnt, Jack. When you said it was burnt, I was expecting black. That isn't burnt. That's just brown, crispy egg on the bottom of an omelet. Most omelets I've seen in my life look that color on the bottom.
Look at that. It doesn't even cook well.
Doesn't even cook well. The object that's made for blending things together didn't cook well. My guy, you just don't know how to cook eggs. You are the man who is so lazy that one of your recipes on your channel is putting eggs and omelet ingredients in a Ziploc bag and boiling them because you don't know how to make eggs properly.
Throw about 5 or 6 cherry tomatoes in there. They're the ones I like because they've got all the flavour. A little bit of garlic, a little bit of jalapeno, throw in an onion, a little bit of cilantro. Don't forget the blade just takes a second to put on.
We're going to add tomatoes, thing of garlic. Ta-da.
Okay, so he added 5 tomatoes in the infomercial, and our friend Jack here put in 3. Along with that clove of garlic is about 3 times as big, maybe 2.5 times, as big as the clove of garlic that they put in the infomercial. Not only is Jack simultaneously overcrowding the container with too much garlic, he's also undercrowding the container with not enough tomatoes.
Little bit of onions. In fact, I'll help it along. I'm going to break this in half so there's no complaining that I use too big of a size of onion. We're going to do jalapeno.
That jalapeno slice is significantly thicker than what they used.
And we're going to do a little bit of, break off some of this cilantro. Put a little cilantro in there.
It's about the same amount of cilantro. Just knowing him, I'm surprised Jack did not throw in a block of cheese just for good measure.
Okay. Now, I expect this one to pass. This is going to be an incredible salsa. If this works, that might be worth it for me. Here we go. And he did it for 3 seconds. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and...
Okay, that was about the same amount of time that they gave it in the infomercial. So if he complains about the time spent on this, he's technically justified. I don't want to give him that fact, but yes, he is technically justified in saying that he gave them about the same amount of time. I can already tell that he probably should have blended it for longer, but there's a bunch of other factors that could have come into play as well. How ripe the tomatoes and jalapeno is, just how soft everything is going into it is also going to contribute to, how easily it chops up, especially with something like salsa where it's going to be a partially liquid consistency.
Exact same ingredients. All right, take a look. Wow. Why doesn't it look the same?
A few more seconds and it probably would have been fine. You might have to shake it up a little bit because it looks like you got a piece of garlic stuck right on the little pivot axle of the blade. So it wouldn't even be able to touch that unless you moved it. A tiny bit more time and more tomatoes, it'd probably be fine. Also, if there were more tomatoes in it, there would be more mass in there to be pushing things around that aren't cut up yet and get chopped up by the blades. That would be like me putting 1/2 inch of cheese into a blender, but the blender blade is raised off the bottom like 3/4 inch or an inch. I can't really complain all too much about the blade not chopping all of it because as it cuts the cheese, it's going to spread out more. It's not going to be that block anymore. So as it spreads out more, it reduces the chance of the already cut food coming into contact with the blade. It's all a matter of filling up the volume of the container here.
Look, there's even garlic in there that's not even broken up. Let's see what that is before I go tasting this. This looks nasty.
He just scooped the... He scooped the half of the garlic clove out with the chip. I was waiting for him to take a bite of it and say, it's very garlicky, because you know that's exactly what Jack would do.
We're going to show you what it looks like. Come on, look at that.
I should have used 5 tomatoes. I only used 3. This test isn't 100% accurate, but it still didn't... Okay, maybe it's going to scroll up.
That didn't even look like... It didn't even mix it well.
Or not. But it still didn't what, Jack? It still didn't what? We can kind of fill in the blank here, but guessing what's going on in Jack's head and what he's about to say next is a very dangerous game.
See what it tastes like. It smells good. Looks nasty. It's really hot. That was a lot of jalapeno in there. Oh, man. Woo.
Jack's always had a very weird history with his spice tolerance, because some stuff he'll throw in a bunch of like hot pepper seasonings and things like that, and then other times like this, he'll eat a teeny tiny jalapeno, and then he'll have the whole... because it's too hot for his poor little tummy.
It tastes nasty. All it tastes is jalapeno, tomato, and cilantro.
So you're saying you're tasting the primary ingredients of the salsa. Well, that's a good thing, isn't it?
But I want to see if this thing even works. So I'm going to do exactly what they recommended. We're going to dice our garlic in this, okay?
What do you mean you want to see if this thing works? It's clearly been working the whole time.
Well, that looked like the infomercial. Okay. That is how it should look.
Yeah, because you just put garlic in there, Jack. What do you expect it to do? You expect it to not chop it at all? You've got the weirdest baseline for if a test is a pass or a fail with products.
Okay, last test. Here we go. We're going to do cheese. Take cheese right here, okay? I'm putting one in there, one in there. I'm not cutting anything up anymore.
So Jack has just openly admitted that he's not cutting anything up anymore. So if this fails, this is entirely on him. This is, again, not the product's fault. This is Jack not understanding basic kitchen tool requirements.
Wow, that's all I can say. I've never been so frustrated on an episode as I am today. That is the biggest piece of garbage, the magic bullet. Don't even look at it. Are you looking at it? Nope. It gets no more attention.
You act like this poor little silver guy over here murdered your family.
I'm not buying it. In fact, I'm giving this one back to my dad. I'm glad I stole it from him.
I'm glad, because your dad probably knows how to use it, Jack. And with that, that is going to do it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below for any other Jack videos you want me to take a look at, or any other channels or topics you'd like me to cover. As always, thanks y'all for supporting and sticking around, and hope to see y'all in the next one. See ya.